I want to be approached. I definitely want to be approached. I would love nothing more than a guy to approach me, to have the balls to come up and say, hey, how are you? I don't know whether these guys are scared, intimidated, nervous. Do they think that they're going to be annoying? Because you're not annoying. All a woman wants is to be desired. Am I wrong?
You're not just wrong, you're stupid. Now wait just a minute. And you're ugly, just like your mum.
You're forgetting something here. Modern women made it abundantly clear that us regular men were not to come anywhere near you. We weren't allowed to talk to you. We weren't allowed to walk anywhere in your general vicinity. Christ, we're not even allowed to glance in your general direction lest you post a video of us on TikTok as a gym creeper. We did as you asked and we left you alone. We honored that request dutifully. Now you have the nerve to blame us for not approaching you after you told us not to? How the hell does that work? Yep, you know what? Don't bother trying to answer because I wouldn't want your head to hurt from such critical thinking. But allow me to hand you a shovel so you can keep digging yourself deeper into this pit. Don't let me stop you because I love a good train wreck.
It's nothing sexier than a confident man who goes after what they want. A man in his masculine who takes the lead, takes control of the situation. Guys, like, I'm talking to the guys now. If you're nervous to approach someone because you feel like, oh, they might not like me or I don't want to get like shut down, what have you got to lose?
Nice try.
What do we have to lose? Well, at worst, we have to deal with you publicly shaming us on social media and risk having our very names destroyed thanks to an army of smelly, bitter feminists who have nothing better to do than follow the word of a woman whose looks are turning faster than a pint of cottage cheese on a hot sidewalk. And for what exactly? A cup of coffee and a conversation with a woman who's about as exciting as a Mormon accountant during tax season? Face it, lady, for most of us, the risk far outweighs the reward.
Indeed. Honestly, like if the girl's a bitch and she's nasty back, well, you've just dodged a bullet. And if she's not, if she's a normal, nice person and she's not interested, she'll just politely say, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm in a relationship, or I'm so sorry, I'm not interested at this time. That's it. That's literally the worst that can happen. Best case scenario, you're sat there thinking, oh, this girl gets approached all the time, she wouldn't be interested in me. I'm telling you, we are interested.
I don't care!
Wow, that's just fantastic. That's just great to know. You're interested in men hitting on you and paying for your dinners. Duly noted. And I know you're in complete denial over this fact, but just so you know, there is not a single man alive who will take you seriously thanks to your embarrassingly high standards and leathery skin. It also doesn't help that you require industrial-grade engine lubricant in order to get ready for bedroom antics. I really do hope you keep me posted on your lack of a love life. Let me take a look at my schedule. How does 10 trillion years sound? Yeah, that's too soon for me too.
Good luck.
I have a very serious question to ask you guys. Where does a divorced 40-year-old mom with 2 kids date or find a guy?
Oh man, you missed it. You should have went to Skeeter's house yesterday because we were all hanging out there because Skeeter just installed an axe range in his backyard. We were training for the county fair. It really sucks you weren't there because it was awesome.
When she doesn't go on the apps, refuses to go on the apps, and no man goes up to you because you're too intimidating looking and has resting bitch face, asking for a friend.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
Oh wow, this is great news. Skeeter just sent me a text message and said he will give you his address if you come across 3 semi-truckloads full of French bread pizza. It's actually pretty reasonable, all things considered. I'm pretty sure you could... Oh wait, I just got another text messages. He said, just kidding. Wow, that's pretty embarrassing for you. I'm pretty sure I could smooth things over with Skeeter and get you his address so you can get a guy, but I simply don't want to. Have fun dying alone.
I have the best list on my phone of anything a man has ever done that has given me the ick.
Really?
Was showing this to some of my guy friends the other day and they were like, hey, this is actually gold. You should definitely share this with the world, so.
That is without a doubt the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Ordering a steak, anything more than medium. To me, that says you're uncultured. It does. It says that you have no good taste. I'm a big foodie. I want to go out to eat with someone who really gets food, and that's just how I feel about it.
Well, my ick is when a woman expects a date to pay for an expensive meal only for her to needlessly judge the man for his own personal preferences on how he likes his food cooked. It shows that you have no class, an unhealthy amount of pettiness, and that you are a useless mooch.
Number 2, never been to a therapist. Everyone needs to go to therapy. I do not care if you were brought up in the best household ever. You need therapy. Everyone does. Everyone has some kind of trauma built up in there.
One of my icks is when a woman can't tell the difference between strawberry jam and strawberry jelly, despite the fact that there's a clear difference between the two. Because if a modern woman can't tell the difference between strawberry jam and strawberry jelly, then there's no chance in hell she's gonna be able to deal with anybody's trauma. I mean, that makes about as much sense as the gobbledygook that she just spat out.
We're getting further down the list. Right here, only uses a debit card. I had a guy literally go to pay one time with a debit card that was shredded. It was in pieces, and I was like, is he going to be able to pick up this bill? Is he going to be able to pay for this date he invited me on? That was problematic, and it gave me a little bit of trauma, and so that tells me you're irresponsible in a lot of ways.
Oh, wait, you're serious.
One of my icks is when a woman doesn't know how to shuffle playing cards. A long time ago, I was on a date with this girl, and we challenged each other to a friendly game of strip, go, fish, grabbed the cards and tried to shuffle them, and boom, they just went everywhere. It was a mess, and it was annoying, but it wasn't traumatizing, because unlike you, I don't intentionally misuse the word trauma as a joke. I'm not letting this one go. When you use the word trauma like that, all you're doing is devaluing the word and diminishing the true pain and suffering of millions of people across the world.
Shame on you, and shame on you, and shame on your whole ill-mannered town.
Here we go. We're gonna keep rolling. Being in too good of a shape. I want my man looking like he might eat a cookie. I want him to look like he works out, but I want to share a cookie with you. And if I'm having to like feel your rock hard abs while I feel like my little bit of squish here, it's gonna make me feel self-conscious.
Gentlemen, which brings me to my next point. Don't smoke crack.
Well, one of my icks is when a woman doesn't know how to play mini golf, or bake cookies, or treat a man with basic respect. Lady, you act like your musty crater of desolate misery is somehow so amazing that you can demand that a man be impossibly perfect for you, and all you have to do is just show up mildly sober. But you and I both know that these icks are just excuses that you use to try to trick yourself into thinking that it's all the man's fault as to why you're single. Even though nothing could be further from the truth, you just have terrible taste in men. And the fact that you refuse to own up to this simple truth is one of the biggest reasons as to why you're going to live the life of a woman
whose life must be an unendurable hellscape of excruciating sadness.
But what do you think, gentlemen and gents? You got any oddly specific icks when it comes to this subject? Let me know in the comment section down below. And as always, if you find that my particular brand of comedy is bringing you to the brink of laughter, then why don't you scroll on down, click that like and subscribe button, and ring the notification bell so we can give the good old-fashioned middle finger to the YouTube algorithm. Thank you so much for checking out the new video, and until next time, peace out, homies.